From Maplewood Field at Malden Catholic High School in Malden, Mass., this is Lexington Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Tonight, it's the Lexington Blue Sox with a record of 18-4-1, first in the ICL, visiting the Andre Chiefs with a record of 11-11, fifth in the ICL. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Blue Sox coming off a 10-4 victory over the Somerville Royals on Tuesday night. Last night's game against Melrose, which would have been the regular season finale, were it not for all these rainouts and makeups we'd have to do, was rained out last night. No makeup date scheduled for that game, but here's a makeup game that the Blue Sox are playing against the Andre Chiefs, and they hope for a little more success, at least early on, than they did last time out against the Chiefs starter, Tim Dunphy, who carved them up for 5 innings before allowing 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th, which eventually led to the Blue Sox victory. Dominic Zaire will lead things off for the Blue Sox, and Dunphy fires the first pitch at 8:03, and it is down and away for ball 1, and we're underway. Dominic Zaire leading it off tonight, getting the start in left field. He'll be followed by Kyle Adey, the DH, and Taylor Ferguson in center to begin the top of the first. This one is outside, and it's 2-0. Well, the Blue Sox, of course, drew 15 walks the other night. I don't think they're going to be that lucky against Tim Dunphy, but he is behind 3-0, the leadoff hitters there. 4-pitch walk to begin the night for Dominic Zaire. Zaire entering that at-bat was batting .304 with 3 doubles and 9 RBIs, and he just picked up his 9th walk of the season. Here is Kyle Adey in the DH slot tonight. Adey at .296, 1 double, 2 triples, and 10 RBIs. And Dunphy is finally in the strike zone. It's 0-1. Back to first, and back safely is Zaire. Adey's cooled off a little bit recently, 3 for his last 12. He grounds this one up the middle. That'll be fielded to second for 1, on to first, and staying on the bag at first is Waldrip for the double play. So the leadoff walk is erased. 2 down now for Taylor Ferguson. Ferguson playing in just his 3rd game of the year, 1 for 5 with 1 RBI, and he takes on the outside corner strike 1. Ferg played against the Chiefs on July 24th, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, as Dunphy misses outside, ball 1. This is grounded to the left side. Witkowski, the shortstop, has it, slings it on to first. And after an auspicious start to the game, it's a relatively painless one for Dunphy. He faces the minimum, and after half an inning, it is the Blue Sox nothing, and the Chiefs coming up. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your next rental from Avis. I was doing an ad, Mitch. Nobody saw you. Yay, capitalism. Okay, wave now, Mitch. All right, well, here's the full starting lineup. First for the visiting Lexington Blue Sox, the navy blue jerseys with the white letters and numbers, white script, white letters, numbers, and inserts, and the navy blue cap. It'll be Dominic Zaire leading it off in left, followed by Kyle Adey as the DH. Taylor Ferguson is in center. Julian Alvarez is in right. Mitch Schroeder is behind the plate. Nate Wolf is at first. Morgan Brown is at short. Anderson Jimenez is at third. And John Barry rounds out the lineup at second base. On the mound for the Blue Sox is Junior Pena. Pena making his 5th appearance of the season, 1-0 with 1 save, and has not allowed a run this year in 11 innings, allowed just 3 hits, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Faced the Chiefs on July 26th, getting the win in 2 innings of work with no runs allowed, 1 hit, and 1 walk. His first assignment will be the veteran leadoff hitter, Tony Serino. Serino entering play at 4'11" with 8 doubles and 7 RBIs. And that is taken for strike one, a hallmark of the Chiefs batters stepping out of the batter's box as the pitch is being delivered just to get a gauge of the pitcher. This is fouled off, and Serino's quickly behind 0-2. Final game of the regular season between these two teams. Blue Sox have the 2-1 season series edge. Serino against the Blue Sox this year, 4 for 10 with a double and an RBI and 2 runs scored. And now, Junior stepping off the rubber just to dry off his hands on the mound dirt. And he tried to go outside, came over the plate, but Serino fouled it off. On deck is Nate Witkowski, to be followed by the first baseman, Ben Waldrop. So on these last two pitches, Pena missing his spots. Tried to go outside, missed inside. Now tried to go inside, missed outside. And he misses outside with a curveball, and it's 2-2. So from 0-2 to 2-2 for Serino. This is grounded up the middle. It'll be fielded by the second baseman, Barry, on to first. Safe! A little too nonchalant by Barry, throwing that one over to first, and it's an infield single for Tony Serino. Only one stolen base on the year, but he still has wheels. So that'll bring up the shortstop, Nate Witkowski. Witkowski entering play at 3:02 with 8 doubles, 1 homer, and 8 RBIs. This is popped up a mile high over towards the right side, and that'll get out of play for strike one. The full lineup for the Chiefs, you see there in the classic maroon jerseys with white letters and numbers and white inserts and the white pants and the maroon Chiefs cap. Tony Serino leading it off in center field, followed by Nate Witkowski at short, Ben Waldrop at first, Steve Passatempo in left, Andrew Caulfield at third, Manny Cabral, the DH, Evan Reynolds at second, Nick Leva is behind the plate, and Michael Nestor rounding out the lineup in right. Throw over to first and nearly thrown away, but no further advance for Serino. 0-1 the count to Witkowski. And the pitch jackknifes him a little bit, and it's 1-1. Looked like a two-seamer there. Both teams getting the leadoff man aboard, but Blue Sox had their threat quickly erased with a double play. That is on the outside corner, and Pena ahead of Witkowski, 1-2. If you don't get a double play here, you just want to retire Witkowski any way you can because, of course, power hitter Ben Waldrop on deck. And he gets this one to hit into right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So it'll be first and second, nobody out for Ben Waldrop. This will be a tough test indeed. Early on in a game where the Blue Sox can, if they win, wrap up at least a share of the ICL regular season title. Waldrop entering play at 283, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 4 homers, and 13 RBIs. 7 of his 13 hits for extra bases. Got a .630 slugging percentage. When he hits them, they go a long way. That misses way outside for ball one. A curveball there from Pena. Infield single is how this started by Serino on what looked to be like a routine ground ball to second, but he beat it out. Changeup, 1-1. That's how you get a lefty power bat off stride when you're a right-handed pitcher. Infield playing behind the runners here. Painted with a 1-1 count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another off-speed pitch, and it's 1-2. Well, he was ahead of Serino 0-2 and ahead of Witkowski 1-2 and couldn't put him away. Will Waldrop be any different? Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. From behind 1-0 with a badly missed curveball to 3 straight swinging strikes. And that is a big out to get there. Waldrop retired. That's only the 5th time Waldrop has struck out all year. 1 down, that brings up Steve Passatempo. Passatempo 261, 1 double, 2 homers, and 5 RBIs. 3 of his 6 hits for extra bases. Passatempo is playing in his 9th game of the year, 3 of them coming against the Blue Sox. As that hits the outside corner with a fastball for strike 1. Passatempo this year against the Blue Sox is 3 for 6 with 2 homers, 3 RBIs, a walk, and 3 runs scored. So he's done most of his damage against this Blue Sox staff. He grounds out one over towards the Blue Sox dugout, and the count will be 0-2. Serino at second, Witkowski at first. Oh, 0-2 count with 1 out. This is laced into center field, and that will get down for a base hit. Serino being waved around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It will not be in time. RBI single for Passatempo, and it is 1-0 Chiefs. Throw might have been in time, but it was a little too far to our right of home plate. So Schroeder couldn't get back for the tag in time. Passatempo picks up the RBI. It's 1-0. And now Andrew Caulfield. Here's another guy that can hurt you. 219, but with 4 doubles, 2 triples, 1 homer, and 7 RBIs. As that just misses for ball 1. Caulfield has walked 10 times and struck out 25. He fouls that one off. And Schroeder might be a little banged up. 1-1. He's going to take a moment to walk it off. Matt Karras stepping out of the dugout to make sure his catcher's okay. So 1-1 the count to Caulfield. 2 runners on, 1 out, 1 run home. Curveball snaps in there for strike 2. 1-2. Witkowski at second, Passatempo at first. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. The pitch gets away from Schroeder. He will eat it as taking off on the wild pitch is Witkowski. But Caulfield is retired, and there are 2 down. Holding at first was Passatempo. So that'll bring up Manny Cabral, the DH. Cabral at 214, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, 9 walks compared to 8 strikeouts. So his 214 batting average turns into a 476 on base percentage. Thought I just heard a balk call, but apparently not. I guess the Chiefs were thinking there was a balk committed by Pena, but I guess not. Passatempo dancing off of first, the throw over. Looked a little low. Could have been dangerous. Good pick by Wolf at first. I hear the Blue Sox playing from behind yet again. Hard to believe that they trailed in that game against Somerville the other night, as I missed for ball 1. And really, it all started after Josiah, the Royals starter, left after getting drilled in the head with his catcher's throw. Runner takes off. The throw is not going to be made. It's a stolen base for Passatempo. So now 2 runners in scoring position. For the Chiefs. Base hit could make it a 3-0 ball game. Strike 2. Pena's been ahead of most of these hitters. I think actually of all of these hitters. But he's allowed 3 hits in the inning. Throwing a wild pitch. Let Passatempo take second completely uncontested. Didn't really even try to throw over except for this one nonchalant throw. Curveball catches the inside corner for strike 3 called. So 3 strikeouts in the inning for Pena, but the Chiefs get 1 run on 3 hits and leave 2. After 1 complete, Chiefs 1, Blue Sox nothing. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Blue Sox had been held to 4 hits through the first 5 innings and had 3 runners taken off the bases in the last meeting against the Chiefs. That was before the big 6-run 6th that ended up being the deciding factor in that game. Here are the Blue Sox with another runner taken off the bases in the first inning, as Zaire was part of a double play ball. Julian Alvarez will lead things off here in the top of the second, to be followed by Mitch Schroeder and Nate Wolf. And Alvarez takes on the outside corner, strike 1. It smells like someone's making ramen noodles. I don't know why. It's down away for ball 1, changeup. Alvarez at 306, 2 doubles, 1 homer, and 12 RBIs.